Welcome to ReFrench Your Brain. Bienvenue, a session where you can stretch your brain and presented by Oli. Don't forget to embark your heart. Let's go! Hi everyone, thank you so much for your grace. I was a bit having technical challenges and I am there. So I'm just checking if I am live on LinkedIn. Whoever is watching on live on a team replay, welcome. And whenever you are watching, welcome. This is a Tuesday. So as each Tuesday, you are welcome to jump on stage. And I don't see which session I'm in live because tech issues, like you never know which is live or not. But hopefully I am live and audible. So I'm just going to check right now if I have the right session and if I am live. So I was inviting Sharon and Michelle, but both cannot join, I think. It is now, so it starts now. And you are welcome to join the stage at any time because there is a link on the comments and also the link on the corner. So I'm having to take some time to check if I am live. And as always, I have to check which event goes live because I don't know which one is live. So bear with me. I'm apologizing for this moment of me checking. But at the same time, welcome to technology. I don't know. Okay. I don't know which one is live. I don't know which one is live. So, okay. Is this one or is this one? I'm just going to check right now. Thank you so much for your grace. While I am embarking you to this amazing ReFrench Your Brain adventure. So it is not this one. And it is not this one. That's strange. I don't know if at some point I am on LinkedIn or not. If not, there is a YouTube for sure. So I wonder if I am visible on LinkedIn. Usually LinkedIn offers an amazing function which is allowing me to see if I'm live, but I don't see that. Neither of the two events that I was seeing. So hopefully that I'm live, and if it's not on LinkedIn, then there is a chance that I will point later on the YouTube for the replay team. I am now going to move forward. Yes. So Michelle, welcome at any time, and hopefully that at least it is recorded somewhere. If not, it will be replay team. So if anyone is watching on me on LinkedIn, thank you so much, or YouTube, thank you so much. This time, I don't know what happened, if it's Mercury retrograde or not. If I am live, feel free to post any comment or any question, and so that I will know that I am live. But if I am having the replay team, it's okay also, because I'm doing it anyway. Because I'm doing it anyway. So we are live, and so this week is about an animal, as last week, and let me share first what were the animals previously. So I was beginning last week by chien, then hippocampe, then dauphin, then zèbre, then chat, lapin, giraffe, and abeille. That was for yesterday, abeille. And of course, let me show you again. So that chien is dog, and you know all. I don't need to go forward because I was covering that chien and hippocampe on these 2 days, and the rest of the animals from abeille to dauphin was covering that yesterday, 5, 6 days in a row. So feel free to watch back what does it mean. But there is no picture. It's just because I give also value about the expressions or the other uses of this. Because, for instance, chien is also used not as an animal but as an element for a gun. Zebra, zebra, zèbre in French, zebra in English, chat, cat, lapin, dolphin was dauphin, by the way, lapin, rabbit, giraffe, giraffe, abeille, bee, and today it's singe, which is monkey or ape. And there are many things to say about singe. I was also loving the fact that in French there are multiple ways to describe singe, monkeys, or apes. Here are some nouns in French. Guenon, which is the female of the monkey, the she monkey. And then there is Wistiti. And there is also a way we use Wistiti, but I will let you know later. It's like cheese, you know, which is not an animal, of course. And then tamarin, and then cebus, but cebus is it's the first time that I see that, but it's good to know. There are also other nouns like chimpanzee, which is chimpanzee in English, gorille, gorilla, orang-outan, orangutan, I think, in English. Then macaque, I don't know what it is about in English, but and then babouin, which is baboon, I think, and sapajou. So let me first show, and of course you are welcome to join. There is the QR code out there, and on the comments you will see also the link to go on stage. You are welcome because it's Tuesday, so you are welcome to go on stage. And I don't track LinkedIn right now because I don't see me live on any of these two events that I see. Like I was thinking, oh, there might be one of two that I'm live, but I don't see me live. So if I am not live in LinkedIn, I will point out the replay team afterwards. Anyway, because it will be replay team. I'm live right now. I cannot figure out to do otherwise to be on the moment and to deliver information about the ReFrench Your Brain. And this time it will be full. I will eliminate someone who hopefully will be able to join on stage. Cross fingers. And I will also sing a song about singe, by the way. So bear with me. And when I say bear, I might use that word for another animal because bear is not only to be patient, but also it's a bear, the teddy bear. So bear with me. I'm going now to share my screen and to go forward because we have still 50 minutes. And as always, you are welcome during these 50 minutes. I don't know if I am live on LinkedIn. Let me know in the comments because I don't see any comments or any question. And hopefully that you will be able, LinkedIn team, to watch it on the replay team if I am not live on LinkedIn. But I am live on YouTube. Let me check just because I want to be sure that at least I am live on YouTube so that I can point the link later on to my YouTube. So let me check because I don't know if I am live. So let me check. Yes, I am live on YouTube. So I'm going now to probably take some time to create some apologize for people because I am not live in any of the two events that occurs. Was probably another event. So I will just comment. Let me have the grace to take some time. And sorry if I'm not live on LinkedIn. Feel free to watch me on YouTube. So that will at least create an opportunity for people to watch me on YouTube if LinkedIn is not functioning, at least they have YouTube. So with that said, I'm going to stay on YouTube. To mute myself on YouTube, of course, but to check if there is any comments on YouTube. So I am live on YouTube. Hopefully, you will be able to comment and to interact on YouTube. So thank you so much for giving me the grace. It's already the minute 12, and there are still 45 minutes, but I can extend, of course. And I'm happy to dive you in the world of monkeys, which is singe in English, in French, sorry. And I'm just checking if I have any message. Yes. So you are welcome, Leslie. Leslie will probably join on YouTube because I am not live on LinkedIn. This is a LinkedIn glitch. And so it is. Let me go forward. Sharing my screen, going imperfectly and sharing my screen. So here is the screen. Singe. S-I-N-G-G-E. I have still difficulties in English because G in French is J and J is in French is G. J, G, J, J. So it's of course a G. S-I-N-G-E. So I'm now going to focus on the dictionary. So singe, I pronounce it, and of course you can trust me, but here are the pronunciation in various languages like France or Canada or Switzerland. Of course, yeah, there is French, but there are many ways of pronouncing singe, by the way. Here is some, and it's masculine, le singe, un singe.
Un singe.
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 Oh, that's cute.
Singe.
Singe. So it's not sage. Sage is wise. It's singe. That's really important. Singe. So let me check first the etymology from the Latin simius, which is singe, monkey. Simius. And that's interesting because there are also words in French that use the SIM root. So apologize, Leslie. Thank you so much for giving me grace about that. And I don't see any comment right now on YouTube, but you are welcome to comment on YouTube or to ask me any question. I'm happy to see you live interacting, and also I'm happy to see the replay team afterwards. So singe, as you see, it's Wiktionary. It's an amazing way to learn any language, by the way. And I'm just checking if there are any comments on YouTube, but I am live on YouTube at least. So thank you so much for your grace today. So singe, simius in Latin, simius. And so, of course, you know, in zoology is the animal that is really similar to us. mammal from the primate. And yeah, so it's really the primate family, the primate, and it is our cousin. The monkey is our cousin. So it could be the monkey itself. It could be also similar to the primate. So there is other. It could be an extension of that monkey. So it could be also the fur, but I don't really like that because it really gives me goosebumps when I talk about the fur. When you caress an animal, okay. When you wear something from the monkeys, no, I don't really advocate to wear any clothes from the animal, of course, but it is what it is. It's used. So fourrure de singe, fur. It's also and that's interesting. It's figurative meaning. It's a person who is imitates the gesture, the action, the behavior, the style of others. By instance, le courtisan est le singe de son maître. That means that it's a clone. By the way, it could be a clone. Contrefactor, contrefaire. So that also figuratively, it's not only the monkey, but it could be the person who is imitating. And I don't like so much imitators because it's better to rely on the original. Of course, I love imitators of Elvis because Elvis Presley is not alive anymore. So giving the Elvis Presley vibes, it's good. But when the person is still alive, no, not so good. And in the technique, it's also a machine. Oh, that's interesting. A type of a machine. And also in the popular, familiar, pejorative, it's a boss. And it's a way that I will be using that. Don't call your boss singe, by the way, because it's really disrespectful. Of course, I see that a lot, especially that it's about the reference is about in the tree, in the hierarchy. You are in the tree, and your boss is up on the tree, and they see us like a bunch of crap people, but in our own side, we see us as a crap. Well, when you see outside of a tree, you see monkeys. What do you see the most? I'm leaving with you that because I'm not going to go forward, but it's like a boss, a superior in the hierarchy. But it's not something I advise you to use because it's quite vulgar, gross, and disrespectful. And so, for instance, there is an example. Dans l'argot des ouvriers, le singe, c'est le maître. In the jargon of workers, factory workers, the monkey is the master, the boss, by the way. And there is another sentence. Mon désir de liberté grandit tellement que, malgré ma répugnance, j'allais trouver mon singe. C'était un petit grincheux toujours en colère. That's a text from Guy de Maupassant in 1891. And in English, if I can translate it literally, my desire of freedom is increasing so much that despite my disgust, I went to find my monkey, my boss, by the way. C'était un petit grincheux toujours en colère. He was, because c'était, it could be it was, but I will say he was a Grinch, really angry. So that is also to rely to bosses. And I'm just checking if I have any comment on LinkedIn. or any message, but I don't see any comment or any message. So I'm going to continue. So I am still live. I am still sharing my screen. That's amazing. So singe, it could be a boss, but it could be a protector who, ooh, and I wouldn't advise neither to do that because it's not in the protection way. It's more on a toxic protection way because it's similar to proxenete or someone who is entertaining a woman. So I won't advise to use that as a monkey, a singe, by the way. And I don't like neither to see that because it seems like a picture that is made from monkey, but I don't like that, you know. And why do I love to see chicken meat and not monkey meat? It's because when I see the monkey, I see an animal that is so similar to us. I am vulnerable in saying that, by the way, because of course there are a lot of people that could really say to me, "Hey, chicken are also amazing animals, by the way." So I love you vegans, I love you veggies, but I'm still eating chicken meat, but I don't like to eat monkey meat. So I wouldn't advise you to use that as a proxenate, by the way. It's also in military, jargon military, to say corned beef, beef in box, in conserve, by the way. And that's really crazy, you know, calling that a singe. I was never knowing about that. It's a military jargon. Aside that, it's also casserole. Je prends du singe pour la route. That's also something that I won't advise you to use because it could be misleading. But it's in the jargon. It says like something to eat, and just to know that it's really disgusting, you know, when you are using that to refer to something to eat. But it's my view, and but I'm not going to go further. That we are on the 23rd minute, and I'm just checking if I am having any YouTube feedback, as I don't have any LinkedIn feedback because I'm not live in LinkedIn, I think, but I'm still live in YouTube. So feel free to go for your comments and feel free to go also on stage. I might also point because I might also share a link to the stage on YouTube. So it's singe. And so now I'm going to go to the derived terms. And I'm just going to highlight those that I know, because all these kind of things I don't know. Faire le singe, faire le pitre, to be the goofball, the clown, like faire le singe, and it's to search to attract, to create attraction. Aside that, malin comme un singe, that's clever as a monkey, literally. So there is also an expression that is on n'apprend pas au vieux singe à faire la grimace. Ce n'est pas un vieux singe, on apprend à faire des grimaces. So that's the same. Malin comme un singe. We don't fool a monkey. So that's the meaning in fact. Bom, 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 bom. Rusé comme un singe à Sam, like that, the same. Clever as a monkey. Aside that, there are many types of monkeys, by the way. So there are, yeah. Singerie, that's the same as faire le singe, to make monkey, to be the goofball. Singerie, the same. Variole du singe, that's now the new illness that comes aside COVID, by instance. Aside that, in English, monkey, ape, primate. In German, Affe. In Dutch, because I speak Dutch, I'm very curious. Aap, voilà, aap. That's interesting because Affe, aap in Afrikaans, Affe in German, and so it's aap, ape. So English is the bridge between Latin and Germanic. So that's really interesting. And so in Italian, I'm really curious now. Italian, it's schemia. So that's simius, really near the Latin, by the way. And in Portuguese, it's macaco or simio. That's interesting because, yeah. And in Spanish, Espanol, mono. That's interesting. Or simio. And it's also a form of a verb from the verb singe. And singe means imitate. It's also from the monkey. And that's crazy also. It's also the from the Singer brand, the machine brand, you know. Yeah. So it's imitate a person in making it really low. So I won't use singe for positive ways. I would say singe for negative way. And because it could also simulate fake. But it could be also in the culinary, singe could be for spreading wheat. I was not knowing that, by the way. It's interesting. I was not knowing that. So singe, it's also ape, to ape, or to monkey around in English. So that's interesting. So that's it. And now I'm going to go more in the other terms. Guenon, quadrumane, simiesque, singe in Wikipedia. And so guenon is the female of the monkey, and it's from guenipe for the long tail of the animal. So from the Greek gune, which is femme, by the way. Interesting. Or queen. Oh, okay. So gune, femme. There's queen. I wouldn't advise to say that, by the way, because it could be really vulgar. And from the English queen or queen, the queen. Amazing to know, by the way. So queen, guenon. The etymology is amazing. So it's about the female of the monkey, but it could be also, and I won't advise you to do that because it's figurative and it could be vulgar. It could be also a woman that is so ugly. So, but the female monkeys are beautiful, by the way. But you know, it's really sad to imagine that guenon is used to describe vulgarly, of course, a woman that is ugly, because it's really not giving favor for the monkey female anyway. But you see the picture, it could be really vulgar if you use guenon. So I will say more singe femelle, like the female of the monkey, rather than to say guenon. That's my intake, my wisdom, by the way. So I don't see any comment on YouTube. So let me know. Aside that, I'm going to continue because we have still 30 minutes. And I see a comment in the chat, but it's my comment on YouTube, by the way. So it works. I see my own comments, but I don't see any comments on LinkedIn because I am not live on LinkedIn. So I will post after that the replay YouTube within LinkedIn. It's already done, by the way. So with that, my friends, I'm going to continue and to pinpoint the different words. Before going to Wikipedia, so now I'm going to so I was covering singe and guenon. I'm going now to cover Wistiti because there is an interesting thing about Wistiti. Because it's not only to describe the monkey, by the way. So it's from it's from their shout. So I was not knowing that they were shouting Wistiti, Wistiti, Wistiti. I don't know if they are shouting like that. It's really crazy. But it's from Georges-Louis Leclerc de Buffon, an ancient figure. Let me check right now. He was living in the 18th century. And so he named these kinds of animals because of their shout. And they were shouting Wistiti, I think. That's why they were named Wistiti. But I wonder, because here you have the pronunciation, by the way, to be sure.
Wistiti.
Wistiti.
Voilà, Wistiti, which is cheese in English, but it's for another way because the other meaning. But the first meaning is the animal, by the way, and I was not knowing that they were shouting Wistiti. Oh, that's clever. I'm learning something, but most of the time I was using like it's a familiar way. But I was thinking because you see, yeah, it's I was knowing more about the interjection. When someone is making a picture, we say wistiti for bringing the laugh, the smile for the subject. So you say to someone wistiti, and of course they are laughing, they are smiling. Another way in English, of course, it's cheese, or in French, le petit oiseau va sortir. But anyway, like anyway to say smile on front of the camera. Dites wistiti. So that's it. So that you know that it's also interjection to say smile to someone wistiti. And in English, most of the time, marmoset. I was not knowing that. I'm really curious if there is a voice about that. Yes.
Marmoset. Marmoset.
Okay, marmoset. I was not knowing that, by the way. So I'm learning also as I do because I was not knowing marmoset. Yeah. So that's really interesting. But there is also other meanings, but it's not so much known. Could be a person who is weird or generating the defiance. So I was not doing that. It's similar to lustig or zigoto, by the way. It's synonyms of these, but I don't use that anymore. I would say more lustig or zigoto than wistiti, by the way, to say a person who is generating defiance. And argot, it's also it's for the thieves. But I was not knowing that, by the way. It's not so much common, so I'm not going too much forward about that. So aside that, there was also tamarin. So let me know at any point if you have any questions. Else, I'm going to continue. And I was always funny because I see two people on stage, but it is my screen share. So it's really funny how Restream is working right now. But I'm sure that I will be aware if Michel and when Michel is going on stage. So with that, I'm going now to go to Tamarin because I'm going to go forward with that. Let me drink something before. So far we have seen singe, guenon, Wistiti. And now I'm going to tamarin, which I was not knowing, by the way. I was knowing it for another meaning, because it's also the fruit of the tamarinier. It's a fruit, tamarind, I think. So here you have, for the fruit, it's tamarind or tamarind. I don't know how to pronounce that. Let me check.
Tamarind. Tamarind.
Okay, tamarind. I was not knowing that, by the way. But the tree, yeah. But it could be the fruit or the tree itself, tamarinier. But I was not. I was thinking more about the monkey. So little monkey from South America, long tail, from the Saguinus, like Sagouin, neighbors of the Wistiti. I forgot the name right now. Marmoset. Neighbors of the marmoset, from the family of well, I don't know, but it could be a fish, you know. But I was more knowing about the monkey. So here is the pronunciation in French: tamarin.
Tamarin.
Voilà. And I'm going to go quick because I'm going to dive in other types of monkeys. Cebus. Ooh. Let me check, my friends. I don't see that. That's no. I'm going to go to skip that one. I'm going now to go to orang-outan. And I'm checking if there are any comments. I don't see any comments. I'm going to now highlight the other types. So orang-outan, let's go to that. And then after that, I go to chimpanzee and gorille. So orang-outan from the Malaysian language, orang-hutan, which is the man of the forest man. That's interesting. Huh? That comes from Malaysia. So not all the words in French comes from English, from Latin, from Greek, from whatever. It could be words from unexpected languages, by the way. So, but I'd bet that it's also used like that in English. That in English it comes from the Malaysian language. So that's great. It's a big monkey, long arms, and the fur is a bit reddish or brown. From the genre Pongo. I don't know this genre, by the way. But here you have the pronunciation.
Orang-outan.
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 Voilà. And English, orangutan. I don't know how to pronounce in English, or I will rely on the pronunciation. In US is
orangutan.
Orangutan. And in UK?
Orangutan. Orangutan.
Orangutan. Okay. So orangutan. So it's really similar when you are realizing, because in many languages, there's just the Breton that is like, oh, I want to create my own one, by the way. But the rest is like, or Spanish is Pongo or orangutan. But most of the languages are adapting from the Malaysian, by the way, except the Kotava, I don't know, Parbol, but it's really interesting to know that orang-outan, so that you see this kind of animal. And then I'm going to go to chimpanzee. So the pronunciation is not the same in English, the spelling neither, by the way, because in English it's chimpanzee or chimp, but chimp is familiar, I think. So chimpanzee in English.
Chimpanzee.
Chimpanzee. And in French, the pronunciation is
Chimpanzee. Chimpanzee.
Chimpanzee. So that you know, chimpanzee in French. And the etymology from Congo or Angola. I was not knowing that. I want to dive in that. Ooh. I will check that later. But I was not knowing that it's from Congo, and I don't know what does it mean in Congolese or in the language of Angola. I don't know which language they are speaking in Angola, by the way. So I'm checking YouTube. There is still no comments. Feel free to comment. And thank you again, the replay team, for giving me the grace, because this time I was not live on LinkedIn, sadly. But I'm doing it anyway, and I'm going to link it on YouTube so that now we are on the 40 minute. We are still 20 minutes, and I'm going now to go more quickly. So there is gorille and macaque and babouin and sapajou. I won't be able to cover them all because I need to go gorille, please, to go on the song and to go on the event and eliminating someone. So gorille from the Latin gorilla, from the Greek gorial, which is the big monkey that you all know. Really amazing. But it's also used to say that it's a man that is really big and strong, but it's not so much used anyway. And there is the famous song from Georges Brassens who sang Gare gorille, and that is the third definition, by the way, which could be referred as a policeman or a bodyguard. Because a bodyguard has to be strong. You never know. You'll never see Yoda as a bodyguard, even though Yoda is amazing. Don't judge on the appearance, guys. But it's a man that is strong. It could be also a bodyguard, but it's familiar. Don't say someone, oh, un gorille. Don't say that, because it could be really. You will have to deal with the consequences of your words. So with that, of course, in English and in German, gorilla might be not the right pronunciation, but in French, I-L-L-E, it's E, like famille, gentil, jonquille, tranquille. So gorille is
Gorille.
Un gorille.
Gorille.
gorille. And so it's le, it's masculine. And I'm going now to go to macaque. So macaque from the Portuguese macaco. That's interesting. So macaco is to say monkey or macaque, but macaque is from the Portuguese macaco. And from the Bantu, it's a language also, macaco, which is monkey. That's interesting. And first from the monkey of the Brazil, but nowadays it could be anything. So of course it's a zoology, the monkey. And so in English it's macaque, but I bet that the pronunciation is not the same. Let me check. No, but that's the pronunciation in France, by the way.
Macaque. Macaque.
Macaque. But I don't see that in English. But let me check, because I'm curious to know more the pronunciation. I'm really curious if there are another pronunciation in English, by the way. I will check right now.
Macaque.
No, they only, maybe this one.
Macaque. Macaque.
So macaque in English and macaque in French. It's subtle, but there is a difference. But anyway, it's okay. But I'm not going to go more forward because I am rushed. By the time we are still 15 minutes, of course, I can go over time, but I am also witnessing that your time is precious. So that was macaque. I will skip sapajou because it's not so much known, but babouin is really interesting because of the sound ouin, O-U-I-N, ouin. So I'm going now to go to babouin, which is baboon in English, by the way. In English, baboon. I'm just checking the pronunciation out there.
Baboon.
Baboon. And of course, babouin in French.
Un babouin.
Babouin.
Babouin. So, and it's un, le, so it's masculine. And quickly, it's from onomatopoeia, bab, which indicates some movements of the lips. That's interesting. Babiller, babine. Babine is the mouth, by the way. And baboe, like the green, like grimace. That's interesting. And so, wow. I bet that you will discover that later on. I'm not going too much into details, but it's really interesting when you go to the etymology of babouin. So of course, is a species of a monkey from subfamily, but no. But it's also used pejorative, and that's really crazy that we use these terms for people, because it's disrespectful for me. Because when I thought about gnon, which is used vulgarly to say that it's an ugly woman, babouin is used vulgarly to say to describe an elder man who is also ugly and ridiculed, vieux babouin. But I won't advise you to use that, neither guenon or babouin, as chienne or lapine or whatever for these respective persons, because it's really disrespectful, it's vulgar. Yeah. Okay, I'm not going too much on the details because it's not so much used, and it's a bit like could be a weird child, someone who is bad raised and clumsy, I think. Babouin, like sale gosse or gamin or voilà, you know, but baboon. And that's it. I'm now going to just share the Wikipedia, just going through that now. Hopefully that I can see right now on the Wikipedia. Yes, we have still 10 minutes, which allows me hopefully to go to the 3 other sections. And Wikipedia, now I can close this one. Of course, monkey, the mammals, and here you can, by the way, go to en, because in en, although it's a word in French, they will show it anyway, I think. Yes, but of course with less information. Here you see just a small page with the description, by the way, but they might also have other meanings about that. So you will have all other informations than the dictionary. That's good to know, because it could be yeah. So yeah, I was more using that from the animal, by the way. So here you have the story, the different pictures, stories, all this kind of reference. You have a lot of things, mythology and religion also, because monkeys are quite long in our history, art and literature, symbolic aspect, relations with humans. So you have a lot of things about that. And I'm going to close now this, because I'm going now to check if I have any comments on LinkedIn. Let me close this. Let me check if I have any comments and drink something. And so thank you so much for the people that are watching on YouTube and the people that will watch later on, the replay team people, amazing human beings on YouTube or on LinkedIn. Thank you so much for giving me the grace despite my technical challenge. I'm happy to overcome it anyway. And to welcome any of your comments or your questions. And if I don't see them up front, I will reply to them. So now there is the I and the S and the E, because I love the framework RISE, like rise. And so R stands for ReFrench Your Brain, the name of the session, and it's about giving you French value. So I was giving you a lot of value about the monkeys in different nouns, in different ways, in different uses. And I once again, I don't advise you to use these for anything that is not related to animals, especially if you are using things for humans. I don't advise you to use guenon. I don't advise you to use babouin or macaque or gorille for the humans, because it's vulgar and disrespectful. Just let you know. Some expression like prendre un vieux singe, faire la grimace, or singer, which is to imitate or to fake, just to let you know. But it's really interesting to know things, but not to use them. Just to let you know, by the way, because I don't use the F words, the F four-letter words, the S four-letter words. I prefer to not use that because I'm mindful about the vibrations. It's not about projecting words for others. It's about projecting words for myself, because when I say words, they are going outside. Yes. And they are going also inside. So that's really interesting to pay attention about our words. So with that, I'm going now to go to the I part, which is for illuminating someone. And I was illuminating someone, but I forgot to go back to a profile, because it's a woman that I would like to illuminate, hopefully, that I can see her and that I'm not mispronouncing her, and that's a her and not a they them. Apologize, Michelle, if it's a they them, but I believe it's a she her. Yeah, so Michelle. Let me share the screen. So that feel free to connect with an amazing woman, an amazing human being, an amazing mom, an amazing friend. So, yes, Michelle, ma belle, sont des mots qui vont très bien ensemble, très bien ensemble. That's a song that you know, by the way. One of the rare songs that is sung from in French from English people. So Michelle, a philosophical entrepreneur. So in English, entrepreneur, and in French, entrepreneur. Cathartic catalyst, QOC, HOB pub. So from the hounds of business, amazing. So amazing. So feel free to dream big and to connect with her. And please don't raise statistics. Just be humans and don't raise statistics. So that's it for me, for my share. I still have 6 minutes. I have now to go to a song. I'm not going to sing it fully. I'm just going to sing just a bit. And it's not so much a known song, by the way. But I'm going to quote that. I'm going to share my screen and to share to you later on the lyrics. Les Singes, it's a song from Jacques Brel, not so much known, but I love that because it's really interesting, because it's about us, because at some point we are easy to blame others, but we are part of the same family. So for the people that are criticizing others, they should also see themselves before criticizing others. That's just me saying. So Singe, the song, and I'm going to just quote a little bit. just to entertain you for the song, and posting also the video of that because there is a video. Avant eux, avant l'écu pelé, la fleur, l'oiseau et nous étions en liberté, mais ils sont arrivés, et la fleur est en pot, et l'oiseau est en cage, et nous en numéro, car ils ont inventé prison et condamné, et casier judiciaire, et trous dans la serrure, et les langues coupées des premières censures, et c'est depuis lors qu'ils sont civilisés, les singes, les singes, les singes de mon quartier, les singes, les singes, les singes de mon quartier. Just a little bit and then I'm going to stop right now. Avant eux, il n'y avait pas de problème quand poussaient les bananes, même pendant le carême. Mais ils sont arrivés, bardés d'intolérance, pour chasser en apôtres d'autres intolérances, car ils ont inventé la chasse aux habiles joies, la chasse aux infidèles et la chasse à ceux-là, la chasse aux singes sages qui n'aiment pas chasser. Et c'est depuis lors qu'ils sont civilisés, les singes, les singes, les singes de mon quartier. So that's an amazing song that I love to share. By the way, you will be able to translate in English so that you will understand the context. But it's to say that the evolution, the progress, is not what it seems. Because although we had a lot of progress, we had a lot also of slavery issues. But that's the meaning in itself about the song. And so that's the song, the S. I was imitating Michel. I was talking about the singe. I was singing the song from Jacques Brel. And now, last but not least, the event. So, I have my next Saturday Mental Health, which is a free session where everyone is welcome to talk about anything. And then that's the last Saturday of August. And then there is a Saturday of 7th of September. And on 7th of September, I will welcome the quatuor or quintet or anyone who would like to join also to talk about education, because it's the school year that is really beginning in September. So the 7th of September, I will welcome the amazing humans I was welcoming 6 or 7 weeks ago, I think. Christine, Tabata, Sharon, Jackie, and maybe also Wakabumi, alias Aka Naki. She is also welcome on the 7th if you can join. I will post very soon the event because I want to overcome procrastination. So that's my event on next Saturday in 6 days, 5 or 6 days will be free to join on stage, and the one after on the 7th of September will be for the education. And I'm really proud also. I'm going now to go to the publicity vibes because it's the end of the session. I'm going to go now to the publicity vibes, and I don't see any comments on YouTube, so feel free to ask me any question anytime after that on the replay team side. And now I'm going to just uncaption this and to go to the publicity, because also I will also do something early presence on Friday. Will be back on the 6th of September. I have time to deal with that. And aside that, I don't see any other event. But I'm really happy to give some publicity because these are amazing people and energies. So I'm going to first highlight that I'm part also of the 50 inspirational connections. And these are amazing people, and I'm part of that. And I'm really blessed that CJ is doing that again. and each week, feel free to watch on the replay. But I think tomorrow there will be a session about a group, the group 2 or the group 3, I don't know. And on the 5th of September, the group 5, it will be me and Michelle, I think. There are some groups that were like emptied, but it's okay. Wherever you are, we are 2 or 3 or 5, it's okay. We are part of an amazing family, and it is what it is, and that's amazing. So I will be also presenting on the 5th of September. I will also post the link to the event. So thank you so much, CJ, for organizing that. I'm just going to show my face because I would like to show my face. Like, do I show my face? I don't know, because it's pictures. It is because there is a picture. So I will show my face later on. Aside that, I would like also to show that I am part of the Rebel with a Cause. And the Kindle version will be available next week. And it will be amazing. We are done. And I'm really blessed now, relieved, to see my story, to hear also what others think about my story, and to hear other stories, by the way, and to promote, to elevate each other's, because we are rebel with a cause. Oh, and was I muted? I apologize. That's the technology. When I'm not aware, I can be muted for a long time. So hopefully that I was not muted for many minutes. I was just realizing, oh, my mic is off. So apologize. So 50 inspirational connections. Each week there is a group. Then there is the Rebel with a Cause, a book that will be available on Kindle from the next week. Feel free to support us. We are 21, I think, co-authors in this anthology. So feel free and apologize if I was like you were seeing images without sounds. If you missed a lot, I apologize. That's me. And then I'm going to also yeah, I'm going also to elevate Jenlin. Thanks to Jenlin, she was creating an amazing logo for me, and you will see more and more my logo. And I love how she was using the cup of coffee, because I was having 4 years ago, I began my pun Café Libyen, and that's it. It's a session where I pour to you in your own cup, not only coffee, but also amazing energy from the heart. So I love this graphic. Thank you again, Jenlin, for doing this for me. It's amazing to be part of the Label Academy and to be in your family, to elevate each other's. And then I'm going to make some other publicity here. You see now my little face like, woo, hello. The Art of Business with Mike Asha Branner. Feel free to connect with an amazing bunch of people. These are amazing. And also publicity about Susanna, an amazing author of many anthologies and many books. And Susanna and CJ were part of Beyond Boundaries, where I was co-author. They also made Beyond Boxes that I skipped. And now I'm really happy to be part of the Rebel with a Cause. And Susanna is amazingly providing a wealth of information, and her guidance is amazing. So these gems are really worth a lot. And thank you again, Susanna, for being who you are, and also for hosting the butterfly, Beyond Boxes and butterfly session each week. And that was one today, I think, or was it tomorrow? I don't know. But it was amazing. But I'm going to be on replay. And then the last publicity that I would like to do, aside Jenlin and Susanna and the Hans and Mike, it will be an amazing human, CJ. Feel free to connect with her. She is amazing. And I love now how she handled the Sunday. Oops, let me show again. I love how she is crafting amazing sessions 2 or 3 times a week, plus the Sunday evening TV show, plus the Sunday morning, which is afternoon my time, by the way. Dynamic Village, aka Inspirational Connections, I think, but it's really amazing. It's amazing because she is providing value at least 3 to 6 hours per day. No, per day. 3 to 6 hours per week. And that's incredible. That's incredible. So CJ, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And thanks to you, I was realizing that I am Filipino. Yes, I am Filipino. I am really happy to be Filipino. Even though I don't look like Filipino, like, Alea, am I Filipino? I sound like more Belgian, But I am Filipino. So I am a dolphin. Dolfino Filipino. Dolfino. So with that, thank you so much for bearing with my pancakes. I might be able to go shopping for some pancakes right now because I deserve pancakes right now. So I'm going to quickly be out. It's overtime right now, and I'm going now to leave you with that. Thank you so much. I'm happy also to show you my jingle of the beginning, and keep shining, everyone. Bye, and see you tomorrow for a short version of the ReFrench Your Brain with another animal. Welcome to ReFrench Your Brain. Bienvenue, a session where you can stretch your brain and presented by Oli. Don't forget to embark your heart. Let's go!